Alright, so what a turnaround from last week, or yesterday, with Extreme Rules. I mean, yesterday watching Extreme Rules, it's like WWE was on the top of Mount Everest, it was a great show, awesome. Now we just sunk right down into the Mariana Trench, people. This show was pretty shitty. Um, so we get the show started off. I mean, coming off, Extreme Rules, you had that pretty good match between Kane and Daniel Bryan. He had the nice spot with the fire and the table. Then we get this bullshit match here, 20-man battle royal. So you go from greatness, from Extreme Rules. Last thing we saw was the fiery table spot. Then we get this shit, 20-man battle royal. And I'm thinking, oh, Ambrose is gonna win here, and no, who fucking wins? Sheamus. Are you fucking kidding me? Sheamus wins. Ugh. Talk about being stale. I got a loaf of fucking 2-year-old bread in my cupboard, and that bread is fucking more fucking stale than Sheamus's. Or Sheamus is more fucking stale than the fucking bread. It's retarded. Sheamus has been a boring babyface now for like 2 years, and we're tired of it. They were pretty much booing. A lot of the crowd was booing Sheamus, and the match was pretty shitty as well. Most battle royals are shitty because just a bunch of people running around like doofuses, punching each other, and that's pretty much it. And they had this big title reign, like 300 days or something, all down the drain just to give the belt for no apparent reason to fucking Sheamus. Are you fucking serious? Sheamus? Why not, if they would have given it to Ziggler or Sandow, I would have enjoyed it more. Maybe not say it was great, but I would be okay, it's time for Ambrose to drop the belt, fine. But Sheamus, wasn't he just world champion like a short time ago, like less than a year ago? Now he's fucking U.S. champ. It just feels weird, and it feels retarded, so that sucked. Then we get, one other thing, Ziggler getting hit by the fucking Cobra. What a fucking, just horrible spot there. Ziggler, a guy who's got great talent, especially in the ring, getting hit by a guy fucking thinks a puppet's alive. Santino's the epitome of PG-ness, the epitome of PG, and I hate fucking Santino. I fucking hate that guy. Not as a person, but like as a character, he is so fucking annoying. So that first segment was very depressing for me. Then we get RVD defeating Cesaro. Match was decent, not anything great or anything, but it was a little bit above average. I'll give it, a decent match. The match is going on, and RVD gets caught up in the ropes, and Cesaro just keeps punishing him, and that's the ending, guys. So another bullshit ending there. Just a retarded ending. One person tweeted at me, they're just doing it to further on the feud. Well, how many times are they gonna do it now? Done it fucking twice. I thought the feud was over, Cesaro, what are they gonna have a match every fucking week? Like they had a match last week on Raw that ended in DQ. So what are they just gonna keep having matches and end in DQ? Come on. If you want to have a fucking match, just schedule one for the fucking pay-per-view. You don't have to have all these matches that end in fucking DQs. I'd love to see a Cesaro RVD match at a pay-per-view. There's no point in putting on all these fucking matches on Raw between RVD and Cesaro, and then just putting one on the pay-per-view. Because if you do that, we've already gonna have seen the match a bunch of times. So just put the fucking match on the pay-per-view at Payback if you want to fucking do that, and don't fuck around with all these matches on Raw. But the match was decent with the retarded ending. And if they did want to do a DQ ending, at least make it better than just him punching past the 5 count. Maybe if they would have done something with like a chair, or like the garbage can, bring back the garbage can. I would have said, alright, it's an extreme ending, but no, they just did stupid, retarded ending. The typical PG DQ ending. Keep punching him after the 5 count. Oh, and then they're like, oh, he has a fucking concussion. You know, the doctor's coming over there. All he did was fucking punch him, and now he has a concussion. What a pussy. You know, seriously, really? You think he has a fucking concussion? I mean, it's retarded, very retarded. Then we get Bray Wyatt cutting a promo. You know, it was decent. Okay, decent promo. Wasn't anything, you know, great. Wasn't anything horrible. It was decent. Talks about kids and, you know, how they're, you know, tells them to stop worshiping John Cena, basically. You know, I like the direction they're going in with, like, the kids and how John Cena is, like, you know, all his fans are kids, and Bray Wyatt's sort of targeting them now. So that's a good part. You know, the storyline's pretty good with Bray Wyatt. I like the storyline and the direction it's going. Then at the end of the promo, he calls himself God. I mean, it's been done in the past. So, you know, JBL, wrestling God. Even CM Punk, I think, called himself God last year with his feud with The Rock. So, you know, but the promo was decent. Then we get Ryback defeating Cody Rhodes. Just a random match, basically. Okay here. I like the ending, though, where Cody's on the top rope, and then Goldust gets pushed into the steel post, and then, you know, Ryback just picks him right up. I thought that was a pretty good ending there. You know, the match was okay, I guess, but, you know, it was an average match. I mean, just why even have this fucking match? I mean, why they're just totally wasting Cody Rhodes and Goldust now. You know, it's like they're two talented wrestlers and they're fucking tag team jobbers. Then we get this retarded Cinco de Mayo celebration. You know, you got, who is it? Torito throwing candy into the crowd. You know, they're running all over the place like morons. Then 3MB come out, they have a little fight, and that's it. So, pointless segment here. You know, retarded. You know, they gotta end this fucking feud, you know. I think it's reached the peak of the mountain, you know, with the feud. You can't get much better than the WLC match they had yesterday. So, end the fucking feud already, guys. I mean, it's had its glory days. I don't think there's, you know, many good spots left for this feud, so just fucking end it. You know, this is what happens in WWE. There'll be something that's good, and then they'll just keep doing it over and over again, and then it'll just become stale. You know, it happens all the time. Then Lana comes out and cuts a promo, talks about, you know, I said this in my Extreme Rules review. She's looking up to Putin, and, you know, like, oh, I love Vladimir Putin. And, you know, I said, you know, okay, it's been done before. You know, the way I look at it, Putin's not any worse than, you know, like a guy like Obama. You know, so to me it's not really that controversial, you know. But to, like, the average American who listens to all the garbage about, you know, how they're demonizing Putin. And trust me, I'm not a Putin supporter, but it's not like we're better, you know, than Putin. You know, Obama's not better than Putin, that's what I mean. You know, there's a lot worse guys in the world than fucking Putin. And then the part that really pissed me off, though, was she's like, oh, Edward Snowden, patriot. I do think he is a hero, but when you get, like, the heel coming out and calling somebody a patriot, that's implying that the person they're calling a hero is not a hero. So, I mean, that pissed me off there. I mean, they're trying to portray Edward Snowden as a, you know, this bad guy, this traitor, when he's actually a hero for exposing government secrets, you know, them breaking the Constitution. So, you know, and people might be like, oh, it's entertainment, it's fake. Well, this is being broadcasted to millions of people. I think the numbers are like 14, 15 million people. You know, not on average. The average is like 4 million, but like 14, 15, I think, million people, like, tune into the show. So, I mean, a lot of people are gonna fucking see that. A lot of people aren't educated, and they're gonna be like, oh, Edward Snowden's a traitor. So you know, they're gonna just assume that he's a traitor. He's not. He's a fucking hero. So that's sort of pissing me off there. But then we get the match, and one other thing that pisses me off. Oh, the Bulgarian brute, Lana says, who lives in Russia. What? The Bulgarian brute who lives in Russia? That's like saying Jack Swagger, the all-American American who lives in Brazil. What the fuck is that? Logic? Think, think, guys. I mean, even a fucking first grader could think of that. That's illogical. The Bulgarian brute who lives in fucking Russia? What the fuck? I know they're trying to play out the Ukraine situation, but can we be logical? Think. Got a fucking brain for, a reason. So Rusev defeats Kofi. I mean, what are they just gonna keep doing fucking squash matches all the fucking time? It's okay match for a squash match, but it's getting old with fucking Rusev in these fucking squash matches already. And Rusev isn't that great. He's okay, decent wrestler, but I'm getting bored of him already. Lana's like fucking pretty hot, so that's the person I like in this fucking group. Then we get Bryan getting defeated by Del Rio. Okay match here. Did he get defeated? I think he fucking did. I wasn't really paying it. I was getting bored, zoned out a little bit in this fucking match. It was alright. But then after Kane, I think Bryan won actually. Yeah, I think Bryan fucking. Oh yeah, he made him tap out. I think so. Then after the match, Kane in the car, they're having this big fight. It didn't like it. They didn't show the part where Kane fell off the car, but wasn't that good of a fight. Could have been a little bit more action. Then they just drive away. So didn't really enjoy it that much. Then we get Barrett defeating Big E. This is another match that I wasn't really watching. Had good. I was zoning out. I was playing on my phone a little bit. The match was okay though. Glad Big E lost because he fucking is boring. So okay match there. Then Zeb Coulter comes out. I'm like, oh yes, somebody who I like. He's got the fucking signed deportation list and he insults all the people on there. I enjoyed it. I'm laughing. Ha, Zeb Coulter, yeah. Then fucking Adam Rose comes out. Yeah, fucking Adam Rose is a fucking piece of garbage, people. Let me tell you about this guy. I watch NXT. I watch some of his matches. He fucking sucks. He can't wrestle. His gimmick is, I thought it was okay the first day I saw it. But it just gets annoying. And he's never gonna be fucking big with that gimmick. Really gonna have a guy fucking partying around, like this with fucking bunnies as your fucking champion? No, that's not gonna happen. Get this guy a new fucking gimmick. Just get him out. Push him off. Get him out of here. Because he fucking can't wrestle. He's doing somersaults around the fucking ring. I'm watching him on NXT. And it's fucking pathetic. I don't like him. I don't like him one bit. The Exotic, I tweeted out, I hope the Exotic Express crashes so we don't have to see this jobber. But it didn't, obviously. So then, Zeb Coulter gets interrupted. A good promo too by this idiot. And Jack Swagger gets beat up. So I did not like this. Like the promo, but what ensued after was bullshit. Adam Rose, don't like him. Then we get Wyatt defeating Shield. I'm sure a lot of people are going to go online and call this a 5-star match. It wasn't. It was good. Not 5 stars though. Probably, I'll give it like 3.25 stars, maybe 3.5. It was good. It was maybe even very good. But it wasn't great. Then after the match, or actually during the match, Evolution comes out, distracts them, and then the Wyatts pick up the victory. And then the Shield beat up the Evolution beats up the Shield after their defeat, and that's it. Very. I was thinking, the Wyatts are probably going to win because Evolution's going to interfere, so it was a predictable ending, a typical ending too, like nothing out of the ordinary, very boring ending, and it was not a good way to go off the show. Thought it was and Batista too. What a fucking botch on the spine buster. Get out of here, Batista, you fucking suck. Go fucking promote movies. We don't want you anymore. So this show is boring, and as I said, the ending of the show is pretty generic and boring and ordinary. So yeah, Raw, fucking pretty boring show here tonight. So there you go, people.